This week in Pokemon Go is not necessarily going to be eventful, but there are a couple of key things you will want to pay attention to, and I'm going to be going over all of this in today's video. Let's get right into it. Hey, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So, today we're going to be going over all of the important tidbits for this week in Pokemon Go, and I will say it is likely not going to be a great week. It's not going to have any kind of in-game event, the rating content is kind of decent, and overall, there's just not much to look forward to. Even though there is a community day happening on the weekend, it is not necessarily a community day that is going to draw a lot of hype. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's talk about all the content that is coming this week, starting off with Lechonk Community Day. May 2026 Community Day featuring Lechonk is going to be happening on Saturday, May 9th, 2026 from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time. And of course, the featured Pokemon is going to be Lechonk, which will have a boosted shiny rate and you'll have a chance of getting one with a special background. Now, considering that this is a community day, that means any Lechonk that you evolve into Oinkologne during the event or up to 4 hours after the event is going to learn the fast attack Mud Slap. And Mud Slap is going to be a pretty decent fast attack for this Pokemon as it generates quite a lot of energy and deals a good amount of damage. So, specifically for trainer battles, this is going to make Oinkologne actually a decent Pokemon to use. Also, very similar to previous community days, there's going to be a special research ticket that's going to be available in the web store as well as the Pokeshop. That's going to cost $1.99 USD, and it's going to give you 3 encounters with Lechonk that has a special background, and you're going to get additional encounters with Lechonk itself, and then you're going to get 1 premium battle pass and 1 rare candy XL. Overall, the $1.99 price tag is actually pretty decent for what you get. This is what I would consider one of the higher value purchases that you could have. So if you do actually care about this community day, I would consider buying this ticket. It's actually not that bad. And then also, there's going to be these event bonuses during this community day. Any egg that you place in incubators during this event is going to have a quarter egg hatch distance, and then you're going to get double the amount of candy for catching Pokemon. Also, trainers level 31 and up is going to have double the chance at getting Candy XL whenever they catch any Pokemon, and then Incense, excluding the Daily Adventure Incense, is going to last for 3 hours. Also, you're going to get additional community day spawns when you take snapshots, and then lure modules are going to last for 1 hour and may attract the featured Pokemon, Lechonk. And then you're going to get 1 additional special trade during the event, and trades are going to cost 50% less Stardust. And then you're also going to have a lure module bonus where if you place any lures on any Pokestops, you're going to get Lechonk spawns from 2 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. local time. This has been the way that they've extended community day hours for players who are not able to participate, and I think it's a pretty decent system, and it's going to continue on with this particular community day. And then finally, I want to mention this, but there's going to be field research that's going to give you Lechonk encounters, and you're also going to get Stardust and Ultra Balls. This has always been kind of the secret way for you to get high IV shinies during community days. It kind of makes this event also like a limited research day. It's definitely something you should not ignore, especially if you want high IV shinies. Alright, next up, let's talk about the weekly content, starting with Max Battles. So, starting today, we're going to be getting Cottony in Max Battles. And yeah, I don't necessarily feel like this is one you should feel compelled to go after. It's not going to be a game-breaking Dynamax Pokemon, but yeah, it is going to be available. And of course, in 5-star raids, starting on May 6th, we're going to get Nihilego, which is a very powerful Ultra Beast. You probably don't want to miss out on this one. It's actually going to be really useful. If you pick yourself up a 100% IV, it will definitely be worth maxing out. And then coinciding with Nihilego, we're going to get Mega Camerupt returning to Mega Evolution raids. This is one of those Mega Evolutions that can actually be useful in some situations, but it is going to be outclassed by Primal Groudon. So if you already have Primal Groudon, Mega Camerupt is not necessarily one you have to farm up a whole bunch of Mega Energy for. But if you do not have Primal Groudon, I would not sit out on this Mega Evolution. And then when it comes to Shadow Legendary Raids, we got Shadow Cresselia throughout the month of May. This is also one of those Shadow Legendary Pokemon that you don't necessarily need to worry about. Now, going back to talking about Nihilego, well, if you want to get yourself a whole bunch of Nihilego, there is going to be a raid hour on Wednesday, May 6th from 6 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. local time. Do not sit out on these raid hours. They're actually really good, especially whenever we have a relevant raid boss like Nihilego. You will definitely want to farm up the candies, go to a local area where there is a lot of players, and you'll be able to farm up a whole bunch of this very powerful Pokemon. Alrighty, and that of course leaves us with PvP. So these are the leagues that are going to be active during this week in Pokemon Go within the Go Battle League. Until tomorrow, May 5th, we're going to continue to have the Open Great League along with the Fantasy Cup Great League Edition, and then afterwards, we're going to have the Open Ultra League along with the Jungle Cup Great League Edition. What I will say is that we are approaching the end of the season, so if you want to get your maximum end of season rewards, you will definitely want to hit as many battles as you can during these final weeks. If you have a really solid team for either the Jungle Cup or the Fantasy Cup, you should definitely grind it out during this week. Alright, there you have it. This is everything happening in Pokemon Go during this week. We are, of course, getting a community day, and I do not necessarily feel that excited about it. I mean, Lechonk is a Pokemon. It's not necessarily one that you're going to use for raid battles. And the evolved forms, I guess, might have some potential in PvP, but overall it's just looking to be one of those where it's a one and done thing for the shiny, and that's pretty much it. And of course, when it comes to the raiding content, we are getting Nihilego, which is a very powerful Ultra Beast in its own right. It's going to be a very solid raid attacker for, I believe, both rock types as well as poison types. So yeah, you should definitely pick it up, because if there is a poison type raid, or I should say a fairy type raid where you need a poison type, Nihilego is definitely your one stop. So yeah, definitely pick up a few Nihilego. If you're lucky, you might get a shiny, and if you're luckier, you might even get a Shundo. So yeah, that one is definitely worth raiding. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else going on. It's going to be a very simple week. Nothing much else, no in-game event. We do have the Steeled Resolve event, which is going to be ending today, but that's about it. Yeah, there's nothing else. But yeah, let me know your thoughts regarding this week down below in the comments. Is there something in particular that you are actually looking forward to? Was there something that I completely missed? Definitely say what that is in the comments, and yeah, let's have a great discussion. If you enjoyed this video, you want to see more helpful content from myself, and you actually want to see more of my content, the best thing you could do to help out my channel is by hitting the like button for this video, and of course, subscribing to my channel for all of that content. And make sure you turn on the notification bell so you never miss out when it's going to happen. And also, make sure you check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page. If you decide to become a paid Patreon member, I'm going to add you to my Pokemon Go friends list. So that means for stuff like remote raids, all that good stuff. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, have yourself a really good week, and love yourself today, and I'll catch you all later.